Welcome back to Andrea Jean Cleaning. Today I'm going to show you how to take care of these steps right here. These could be porch steps, these are our deck steps right here, but you could see from the thumbnail that you clicked on here today that this bottom step here had fallen off and it's starting to rot, so let's get this taken care of. I'm going to go through all the supplies that you'll need here today. We purchased them from Menards. I will give you a price at the end of this in case you kind of have an idea or you're wanting an idea of how much this is going to cost here. If you're new here, make sure you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and also hit me up on Instagram. I teach women how to turn their passions into profits, and this cleaning and organizing channel is one way that I do that. Here we go. I have a baby, you can see right here, and 3 other little ones inside. So I'm going to be recruiting the help of my husband and my father, my 2 favorite men in my life here today, so you're going to see them here momentarily. What we have is we have 3 stringers. Again, these are purchased from Menards, so we're going to put one on the left, the middle, and then on the right hand side, as you can see here. We have 4-inch exterior screws, and then we have 2, these are 4x12 green treated pieces of wood lumber. We have a level, because you definitely want your steps level. And then we have a power drill. That's all that you're gonna need to get these fixed, my friend. So first things first, you can see that my husband and father have started taking off the boards right here. So you want to detach your existing steps, and then we'll move on to step 2. So what they're doing here is my husband's going in back and he's going to detach those existing stringers from the back of the deck that you can see here. So what we're doing here is we're just measuring to see from the existing stringer how much we would need to cut from the stringers that we purchased from Menards. And then we're going to use the pencil and line it all up and just kind of create a cutout. And then we'll go ahead and level everything out. If you don't have an existing stringer, what you can do is go ahead and just measure everything out beforehand. And that way you know if you are going to need to cut any off from your stringers that you purchased. So what we're going to do here is, since we have 3 stringers, they're probably going to be a little bit different heights and lengths because of the sloping of our sidewalk and the deck. So we're going to take each individual stringer and then measure it against the new ones. Now we just have a carpenter square here that we're using to create straight lines so that when we cut, it'll be nice and straight. So my husband and dad finished the cuttings. Now we're gonna go see if they fit in here. We wanna make sure that they are level. Awesome. And then let's go ahead and take our boards and see if they fit on there nicely. Make sure everything's nice and straight, not wobbly.
See how close we are?
If you find it's not level, you may have to just shave a little bit off. Ooh,
it's right on there.
Look at that!
High five.
So this is really a 4-step simple process. 1, make sure that you remove your existing stairs if you have them on your patio or your deck. 2nd, make sure that you cut your stringers to size. 3rd, you're going to screw your stringers into the backboard of your pre-existing deck. You can see that right here. And number 4, you're going to go ahead and screw your steps onto the stringers. So we'll show you that process now. So it helps if you have someone here to put some pressure on the front side of the stringer, and then my husband in the back is just putting 2 screws in each of these stringers to attach it to the deck. So as far as where to put your particular stringers, ours was helpful because we had pre-existing ones there, but these ones are currently 20 inches apart, just to give you some sort of frame of reference here. So here we are in the back side. I wanted you to have a good peek here of what we're screwing into. So the stringer here was screwed into the back here. And then I'm going to take you up front here, and we're just going to anchor the stringers into that extra deck board there. And these do not have heads on them. That way that they'll, when you screw them in, they'll be flush with the wood here. And these are what we're going to be using. They're 8 by 3 1/8. So you can see right in there, so when we put our steps on here, it's not going to interfere and create an uneven board. We'll show you right now here. Go ahead and set that on there. Nice.
Which one was just?
That one goes on top.
Very
Flip
nice.
it around. No.
You can decide what side of the wood that you want to use. We chose this side because it was more flush against the stringers. And you can treat your wood, you can stain it, you can paint it. We're just going to leave it like this because we do plan to redo all of this in the near future here. So we're just going to leave it just like this. So let's go ahead and screw these in. Now we're just measuring here how much overhang that we're going to have on each side so it's equal distance. And ours is about 3 inches off from the stringer here. 2 7/8. Yeah, because you want to make sure that it's even going across the board here. As far as using the screws here, we're going to use 3 on each stringer, so a total of 18 screws we'll be using. We're going to do 1 on the inside, 1 on the outside, and 1 in the middle, here, here, and here, and then the 3 on top. And then I just got my dad here standing on this step here to create some pressure when we screw it in and get it all leveled out. What we're finding here is that we need to pre-drill some holes here because this treated wood is extra hard. When we were putting these 2 screws in here, it was giving us a lot of trouble here. So if you find that, just go ahead and pre-drill your screw holes first. Alright, before I show you the final result here, which I'm super excited about, in the description box I have a ton of playlists about how to clean and organize pretty much anything in, around your house, in your vehicles, all that good stuff, so make sure you check those out as well. It is looking real nice in this 4-step process, and it's super sturdy here. I've already tried it out, and our total that we have here, so for the stringers and the wood, the steps here on top, and then the screws, actually we got the screws at Home Depot, so my apologies about that one. Those were about $7, and then the stringers and the wood was $47.82, so about $55 for these supplies. If you didn't have a drill or any of the other things that I showed you here, you would obviously have to purchase those or borrow those from a friend. But yeah, not too shabby. So these should last us a pretty long time. I live here in Wisconsin, so our weather is all over the place here. But again, we're not staining it or treating it or doing anything like that because we are going to be ripping all this up here probably in the near future anyway. But we needed some good old steps here. One person could do this project, but as you saw here, it was definitely more helpful to have 2 people, especially to create some pressure when putting in the stringers here, and then just putting a little weight on top. But super easy. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and again, hit me up on Instagram, Andrea Jean Co. And I appreciate you so much for being here. Happy creating and cleaning.